Hey guys, Karma here. Got another quick play commentary for you today. I just wanted to talk really quick about my planned uploads for this channel before we get started. I'm going to be uploading a daily Crucible video with commentary like this, and then on Tuesday I'm going to be uploading two videos. One is going to be a weapon review, and one's going to be a tips and tricks video aimed at helping you improve in Crucible. If anybody has any ideas for content or anything they really want to see, let me know. It's a new channel, I'm pretty open to suggestion. Thanks for stopping by. See you soon.
Capture and defend, Guardians.
So this game, I'm feeling pretty impatient. I really want to get into a gunfight as soon as possible, so I push directly to B. As I'm passing this pillar, I see some red on my radar and take a dip into B, and I can hear him shooting, so I try to get a different angle. I push directly into a grenade launcher. I'm pretty sure it's a fighting lion, and I'm wrong, so I pay for it. After I spawn up, I notice that there's already red on A, and I really don't want them capping our home base zone, so I decide I need to push them off. I misjudged the distance with the shotgun by quite a bit, and decide to push them with a hand cannon, because why not? YOLO, brolo. Luckily, they aren't very good shots, and I'm able to take them out with a couple of taps. I get shoulder charged because I have no idea how to read a radar. Alright, so I know I gave up heavy there. I also know that he used two shots to take out one of my teammates. I don't know what kind of grenade launcher it is. As soon as I see that it's colony, I panic, jump away, and take two shots while I'm blinded at him. Luckily, he missed with his truth teller, and I was able to clean up him and some of his teammates.
Zone A lost.
At this point, I'm unsure if they're still holding the lane or not, so I decide to push out to check. I get a clean kill on that Titan with some team shots, and I'm able to take out this guy with the bow because he doesn't really know how to aim. I'm still weak, so I decide to jump peek this guy, and I get a cheeky headshot on him. Blueberry's able to clean him up. Thanks, man. You're the best. After we get the objective cap, I decide that I want to push for the power play. I really want to get this game over as soon as possible. I take damage from a bow and realize I have to get into cover, and then push back out when I'm weak, because again, why not? There is a dude crouched in the middle. He takes me out because he's not on my radar. I should have checked the corners before pushing, but that's why we make these videos. After I spawn up, I realize it's a little bit too late to go for the power play, and I push to B to help defend. I didn't see that they had pulled power, but as I jumped over, I saw the glow from it and used my super to try to neutralize that threat. Hopefully teammates were there to pick up the power brick. At this point, we have two zones. I'm just focusing on getting some kills. I push to the right because I see that there's only one teammate over here, and I figured that's where the enemies are probably going to be heading. I slide out and get a clean 3-tap on the first guy, and the second guy tries to truth teller me, so I gave him a little bit of shotgun action. Luckily, he's not very good, otherwise I'd be dead. I forget completely how to aim my gun. I don't pace any of my shots, but I still end up with the kill because he made a poor choice in weapon when he was pushing me. A bow is not a close range weapon, and in most cases, you shouldn't really try to use it from that distance. Shax informs me that we lose Zone B, so I try to push back to help teammates. I outduel a scout rifle because sometimes I've got it, and cap the zone. I'm really waiting at this point to try to see where enemy team is. I see that there's a lot of dead on A and decide to go to C because that's where the super was. You gotta get those orbs. Always play the orbs. I take a detour to pick up the heavy ammo because why not? And then I see that there's red on my radar and decide to push this guy. He fails his first shoulder charge and doesn't have the reaction time to pull off the 360 shotgun that he was going for. At this point, I've completely forgotten about the orbs over at C and decide to suicide to get a cheeky one rocket Wardcliff kill on that guy. Sometimes you just gotta let it go and see what happens. I was curious to see if the Wardcliff would kill me if I jumped behind that box, and sure enough it did, but it made for a pretty funny kill. I'm still really hungering for that power play. I think we could pull it off against this team, but I see all the skulls and the red and decide to push. These guys were grouped up pretty close together, so I was able to clean them up. And then there's still more red on my right, so I'm going to push them. I end up getting taken out due to poor movement through that hallway. I probably could have used my vertical space a little bit better to take that guy out. I push back towards B. There's one teammate over here. I really want to help him team shoot, but instead I'm just going to kill 2 of them by myself. I put a rift down because I know that they're going to push with the super, and I need as much health as I can possibly get. I wasn't able to take him out, but I did waste a large chunk of his super. As soon as you start reflecting with that, you have to make something happen or you're just going to waste most of your super, which that guy did. So, worked out for me. I see my teammate pushing out to this lane, and I try to help him team shoot. I take the opportunity to grab the heavy ammo and push back into the hallway with it. I figure I can get at least 1 kill by just randomly shooting into the hallway. And what do you know? It worked. Thanks, Wardcliff. I was a little bit too weak to make that push, but I figured if I got the kill, I would be up in total for the life, so I wasn't mad at it. Once I spawned, I see that we're down an objective, and we really need to get one. So I push off by myself instead of relying on my teammates. Here, I completely panic. I see red all over my radar. They're throwing grenades at me. Not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do, so I just pull the old D1 floof by the door until something happens. Not the best strategy. After that, I back up into a swarm grenade that I already knew was there, and just submit defeat. I just give up completely.
You're dominating the field. Don't let up.
We're up by almost 40 points at this point. I'm just going to relax and try to get some team shots in. And I get solo blade barraged.
Zone advantage is yours.
Probably should have seen that coming, but in the moment I was pretty thirsty and just wanted to get that kill. I spawn into a hammer titan because this is when the enemy team uses all of their supers just on you. I'm sure that's happened to most of you before, right?
Zone C captured.
But all jokes aside, sometimes the spawns in this game are a little bit kooky and you get spawned into some dumb stuff. But that's the whole point of pushing spawns. You want to make the enemy team feel that pressure and maybe tilt somebody at it. If you can kill somebody off a spawn and throw them off the rest of the game, that's a win. Luckily, I hear the audio cue for the blade barrage, so I know not to push back out until it's gone. I'm able to bait it out and then use my shotgun from a range that was intended for pulse rifles. I put 1 damage on somebody and then try to flank this guy and completely miss the shotgun shell, but I can clean him up with a hand cannon because that's all I'm really good for. I decide to push this objective with my storm because we really need to save it to get the win at this point. JK, how did we get a 50-point lead? Somebody send help.
Nice.
I decide to pull power and then head back up to the spawn, but at this point my team has pretty much made short work of the enemy team, and there's no real point in me pushing up that way. I decide to waste a rocket on a half-dead guy because why not at this point? The game's almost over. I get a clean double with the Wardcliff and die to an arc bolt because that guy knows how to use the radar. There's not really much left to do in this game except celebrate victory, so I push towards the uncapped objective, still going for that power play. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Hope to catch you next time.